This video is brought to you by Answerly, a question platform that pays you for adding high-quality answers on different questions. The users are rewarded in Answerly tokens, which they can easily convert into dollars or any other cryptocurrency by using one of the exchanges mentioned in the description.
Memorization is a complex mental process of storing information in the memory for later recall. It can be anything from scriptures to pictures, movies, music, people's names, and stories. The knowledge which our brain receives has never been lost. It has the capacity to store it all. When you forget anything, it means your brain didn't properly retain the knowledge in the first place, which means it can't be retrieved later. Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we will be talking about how to memorize fast and easily. If you're new here, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notifications bell to get updates whenever we post. Before we head into the tips for easy and fast memorization, let me first tell you how to improve your memory. The good news is that your brain is a muscle and memorization is a skill. With practice and time, anyone is capable of improving their memory. Just like you'd tend to your body when you work out, you need to give your brain the power to perform. Getting proper sleep, exercising regularly, and sticking to a healthy diet are all important aspects in fostering a fit and healthy brain. Health is all about balance, just as it is for workers balancing the project management triangle. Taking breaks is also essential in giving your brain the time to encode and store information. Here are tips to memorize fast and easily. Take notes. When at class or revising a certain material, it is important to take notes smartly. Don't write everything you heard or read. Take note of the only most crucial things in the lecture. Otherwise, your notes may only confuse you more. Your notes will also be more effective if you divide them through sections, whether that's by topic, author, theory, or subject. Dividing them as such can make your notes and mind more organized. Practice. The more you study, the easier and the faster you will remember your study material. There are also a lot of exercises you can do that helps your brain to memorize faster, but if you study regularly, and not only a couple of days before the exam, it will be easier to retain the information. Repeat, repeat, repeat. This technique focuses not just on the theoretical knowledge, but also on idea memorization through repetition. When studying with this method, you'll have had to repeat what it is you're learning many times aloud or writing it down until you've mastered it to the point where you can recall a topic or list it without difficulty if you're challenged about it. The concept behind this technique is that by repeating a topic more times during the learning stage, you should be able to recall it much more easily. Read on whatever you want to memorize when trying to master this technique. Sort the information into batches, then repeat the process until you've mastered it. According to studies, learning new information and then combining it with related old information would help you understand the content better. This is an excellent way to boost your memory. Record what you are memorizing. This tip is very valuable if you're learning how to memorize things fast, or if you're attempting to memorize information from a lecture. Use your phone or invest in a tape recorder when you are trying to memorize and keep on listening to it to memorize it faster. In case you are accomplishing something more confused, such as learning an unknown knowledge, it might be helpful to make note cards of the new words you're attempting to memorize. In case you're attempting to memorize a speech, record yourself perusing the speech so anyone might hear and hear yourself out speaking. This is generally useful for auditory students, but at the same time, it's convenient because it guarantees that you're getting more context from a lecture that will assist you with learning the information quicker. Take regular breaks. Many people spend long hours looking at and reviewing the material to be learned, and can even spend sleepless nights to keep trying to memorize. Although kneeling elbows is not a bad thing, the truth is that it has been shown that studying all at once is not as efficient as taking small specific breaks of a few minutes in which we can disconnect and relax and then go back to studying. Chunking. Chunking refers to a memory technique where you group items together so they're easier to remember. Although our phones can do a great deal of memorizing for us, remembering things like your social security number or a grocery list can be helpful in everyday life. If you're managing multiple projects or teams across different locations, chunking is a great technique to memorize all of them and can save you from constantly have to look up this information. Break the locations up by area, department, team size, or first letter. Miami, Minneapolis, Memphis. Each section should contain no more than 7 items to remember. That's the magic number. Try to memorize how many items are in each category and you'll find it much easier to store this information using chunking. Spelling mnemonics or alliteration. Similar to chunking, spelling mnemonics are great tools to help you remember lists or groups. Simply use the first letter of each word to create an acronym that's easier for you to remember than the individual parts. Have you heard of SMART goals? The acronym makes it much easier to remember what the steps are: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-based. If you work in HR, logistics, or accounting, you're probably used to working with acronyms. Remembering what they stand for will make your life a lot easier. You can also create alliterations to retain information. This is especially helpful when you struggle to remember names. If a new colleague introduces themselves with the name Andrew, you're more likely to recall it the next time you run into them at the cafeteria if you use an alliteration like Analytical Andrew or Amazing Andrew upon meeting them the first time. Sing it out. Picture this. You're driving home from work and a song came on the radio that you haven't heard in years. You turn up the volume and sing along, remembering every single word. If this happens to you on occasion, your long-term memory stores music very well. You can use the power of lyrics and melodies to your advantage when memorizing information. Make up a catchy jingle or a song in your head and turn boring or complicated things into fun tunes. This can be helpful when remembering your company's growth numbers for a meeting. Just try to avoid breaking out in song in the middle of an important call. Flashcards. Writing things down can help you visualize information better. You can use different colors, titles, and subtitles to make the information more memorable. Flashcards break the information down into chunks that are easier to remember. They're a great tool to combine with spaced repetition. Ideally, you'd study difficult or new things more frequently than things that are easy to recall to challenge the weaker areas of your knowledge. If you don't like writing on physical flashcards, try an app like Brainscape to study with virtual flashcards. Flashcards are a great tool to use when prepping for a pitch or a speech, and they can double as your security blanket because they're easy to hold discreetly and scan through when you're lost. Memorize by heart, not just through the mind. The most important tip of all is to memorize and learn by heart. You'll never forget anything if you genuinely understand what you learned. Put in the effort to understand a material properly and try applying them in reality. There is no one-trick memorizing style or technique that suits everyone. By practicing a mixture of these tips and tricks, you'll be able to find which technique suits your learning style, and soon you'll be studying with the more smarter and efficient way. I hope this tips helps you easily memorize. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below.
If you like this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. To learn more about Answerly and Answerly tokens, check out the links in the description.